Scientized and a predator smile. Rapist in chief with an Epstein file. They prey on their knees, then they prey on the weak. It's the same old grift with a new set of teeth. Crypto grifters with the forked tongue they speak. Just more gaslighting for the MAGA sheep. Katie Johnson knows what monsters you hide while you sell off the White House with fascist pride. Fake fuck Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Your gospel of hate is just for the MAGA army. Sinners, now winners, you're tipping the scales. Reading the poor while democracy fails. ISIS, your Gestapo terrorize. Ripping kids from their mothers, making migrants weak. You preach family values, you even keep. You scream pro-life, but it's death that you reap. Statue of bigotry replacing Lady Liberty's flame. It's genocide for profit in the MAGA cult's name. Christians, pedo-loving Nazis. Your gospel of hate is just for the MAGA army. Sinners, now winners, you're tipping the scales. Bleeding to go on, democracy fails. This is the American scream. Trump petition. With charity's a tax scheme, a cruel omission. The only book you read is the one you can censor and buy. Yeah, it's just us. You're not shepherd, you're again and again. This us, Jeff. Up 3 people. Welcome. Show. We got 3 people in. 3 people. So, is in here? I guess not. No MAGA's in here. I have a question for a MAGA. All right. If you're a MAGA, I have a question for you. Any MAGA in here? Not yet. Just 2. Maybe when more people come in, we can ask a question. I really want to understand. I really need a MAGA. Is there a MAGA in the house? Is there a MAGA? Is there a fake fuck Christian pedo-loving Nazi in the house? We need a fake. Okay, go to I think I don't know. I want to make my final memory with my friends. Graduate this year memory with your friends? I don't know. JS, should we go to Kyoto tomorrow? We need 10 votes. I need 10 likes Kyoto. 10 likes, and we're going to Kyoto tomorrow. That we're not going, so we got 1. We need 10 more likes for a Kyoto trip. It's Mike is saying, well, look, they're leaving, Mikey. Look, got 2 likes now, Mikey. Got 2 likes for Kyoto. Two likes. Mikey wants to go to Kyoto to have a memory with his kid. He wants to have that Kyoto memory. They're all going to have that memory. All right. We got 3. We need 7 more likes so Mikey can go to Kyoto. We're going to take a driving trip. But Mikey, is going to be a lot of fake fuck all the way down. I don't want to hear you saying Udasai. It's going to be the entire trip. Playing all the songs, Mikey. Only 3. Not bad. Only 3 so far. We got till we get home. Maybe there'll be a wave. Maybe a wave. Man. What your channel? The channel name is Move to Japan. He's gonna get all his buddies. You got to go to Move to Japan and do a like. I have 5 accounts. Huh? I have 5 accounts. You have 5 YouTube accounts? Yours too. Huh? Yours. Oh, you're gonna log in on mine. Those are accounts. Log in on my accounts. They're all moderators. Yeah, easily. That's clever. That's clever. I said 10 likes. So however it happens, Mikey. All of a sudden, we're going to see a bunch of my accounts logging in and liking. Look, see my... It's Crystal Ziegler. Crystal's in the house. Kelly Quinn's in the house. Mikey wants to go to Kyoto. Needs likes. We need 10 likes for Mikey to go to Kyoto. And we're gonna do a driving trip tomorrow morning. Be here tonight. It'll be here tonight. Driving to Kyoto. Just likes. He's gonna log into my other accounts to like. Smart kid. Or just 6 more likes, Mikey. 6 more likes till we get home. The stream is ending. Ending when I get home. Oh, good. A red light. A little delay. We got delay. We have delay. Maybe we need to put some fake fuck. Yeah. Fuck the fraud. They pray in the pews, but pray in the dark. Cross on the neck. Ice jack boots marching. Look, 6 people in there. Documented dreams getting stomped in the mud. Time to call it out. Fake fuck Christian. Better loving Nazi. Hop behind the Bible, but your soul's getting flashy. Christian. Better loving Nazi. Reds on the porters, kids in the trash. Fuck Christian. I do have a question for a MAGA. If there's a MAGA in the house, I have a question for you. You know, if you're a MAGA, you know, let me know. I have a question for you. If there's a MAGA in the house. If there's a MAGA in the house, I have a question. For just 6 likes. Mikey's just 6 likes. Shame Tia does. If Tia shows up, Tia has like 3 or 4 accounts. Tia could log in and get you up there. How's everyone doing? Power about too. Oh, 7 people. Want to go to Kyoto? Let's get a like and we'll go. Need to go tomorrow. Tonight for you guys, and basically in 9 hours. 9 hours, Kyoto's trip starts. But we need 10 likes. 10 likes. We only have 4. I guess no Kyoto trip, guys. Guess no Kyoto trip. Mikey is really upset in the back seat. Oh, I hear myself in the back. Oh, just got 5. That's Mikey. Mikey just. Mikey is gaming the system like a good old son, like a good old gamer. Finding a hack. He's hacking the system. Car. Just 5 more likes. Let's see. Let's get some. Put aside. Noisy car.
bigots have really been letting their freak flags fly ever since Donald Trump came back into office. But one by one, they're learning the hard way that they're not able to get away with racism just because Donald Trump can. And as depressing as it is to see the Twitterification of our culture, it is nice to know that there's still at least some for racist shitheads who've deluded themselves into thinking that they can get what they say on social media in real life. So without further ado, let's look at some examples of white supremacists fucking around and finding out. Starting with a woman who I'm going to call Pizza Hut Karen, who decided to harass a couple for daring to speak Spanish because, according to her, English is the capital of America. So you can't do that, apparently. Now, the Karen in question tried to make them feel unwelcome and told them to go back to Mexico. Was the one who felt unwelcomed because her ass got kicked out of the store, and her reaction was priceless when the employee told her that he wasn't going to serve her. What is your problem? America English. You guys. I'm born and raised here too, and all I speak is English. I'm bilingual, so I speak Spanish and I speak English.
English is the capital of America. Pizza Karen.
No, Mexico. I'm from Puerto Rico.
We're not from
Puerto Rico.
From more America.
I'm not even paying attention.
Hell no. I work. I had 2 jobs. So what are you talking about?
I'm standing up for America.
I'm standing up for America.
Excuse me, man. Just being racist. Just because it speaks Spanish, just being racist. Really? Really? What the f? We got a video, so it's okay. Okay. Here's your pizza. Yeah. Hold on, man. We pay taxes too. We deserve to live here. What are you talking about? What's your problem? Hey, I'm gonna I'm sorry about that. You have to serve me.
No, not serving you.
Don't cry. It's okay. Don't cry.
What happened? We lost the light. What happened, Mikey? Four more likes. We're gonna keep. Oh, 7 likes. We're storming. Mikey. Yeah? I am not racist. English is the capital of America.
Man, Mary, you can leave.
Man, you can leave.
That's real about that. Yeah, let's have her leave. That's real about that. You're gone.
You're gone. Ma'am, you're gone. We're not serving you.
I'm sorry. We appreciate you guys as customers. Good on those employees. I feel really bad that the guy's wife was crying because, like, how could you not be hurt by that? You're probably having a good day picking up pizzas for you and your family when this of shit starts accosting you for no reason. Mind your own business. If you don't like hearing Spanish, bring earplugs with you.
And it's especially when you've got so many women and children now being incarcerated, and no due process, being put in horrific situations where they, they're basically being cudgeled into. That's what they're doing right now with what Trump is doing in these fascists. Is they're putting individuals in such a horrific state that deport, because they don't want to spend another day, month, week in this horrible situation. 7, just 3 likes, and we tomorrow. Just 3 likes, Mikey. 3 likes. We're nearly home, guys. We're nearly home. Oh my gosh. Close. All the hearts. Is that you, Mikey? Sending smoke signals? Someone's doing heart stuff. Just 3 likes. Back to 8. Weird. I've never seen 8. Kelly, I've never seen 8 on my screen. How many do you have on your screen? I'm only seeing 7. 3 likes. Just 2 people. Maybe we need to change the VPN. Let's change. Three. We're getting close to the house.
She really has the audacity to claim that she's not racist when she's harassing them for speaking Spanish and telling them to go back to Mexico. Totally not racist, very convincing, but I will say that the way he was low-key dunking on her, debate bro style, was so... I'm bilingual, ma'am. How many languages do you speak? That was really nice to see, because the answer is 0.5. Like, she can't even speak a full language because we saw the way that she struggled to string together sentences herself. So clearly he was justified in throwing her condescension back in her face. Maybe. And you have to serve me shows you how entitled she is. Like, she very clearly has a serious case of main character syndrome, and you can tell that she's never really had to deal with consequences ever in her life. Yeah. Like, it seems like she's always just...
We're 8. We're 8. Just 2.
Everyone makes resolutions, right? But the truth is, they're just words until you try something.
When we get home, can you wait like 10 minutes to turn off the screen?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we went down. What happened? We lost the like. Someone's trolling. We had.
Okay? Fuck you. Give me my money back. I'm not giving my money to some illegal immigrant. I don't care. You gotta have some. You're in America. You're supposed to learn English. You got Spanish? Well, then you got Spanish on your TV. That's a fuck you to Americans, dude. My father was a World War II veteran, okay? His friends and family died. You're going to sit here right now and make money. And you're going to do this kind of shit. I'm going to spend the number of give me my money back right now. I want my money back, okay? You don't understand. You're too young to any kind of respect. Well, check it. Okay, I'm a servant of holidays out. You probably even know what that means, do you?
Because you're racist. You're racist. Yes, you are.
You're a victim.
You're racist.
You're a victim.
I'm not a victim.
You're a victim. No, I'm an American.
No, you're a racist. You're a racist.
You're a victim.
You're a racist. No, I'm not racist. I'm not over here trying to get my money back because you're shopping at a pizza shop.
You're the racist. I'm going to film you right now. I got 4,000 followers.
This is our first Karen. Oh,
I've been here. I've been for over. Racist.
It's crazy. They will never admit that they're racist, even when they're caught in 4K. Because to them, being called a racist is somehow more egregious than racism itself. Because they don't view it as an objective description of their behavior. They take an intelligence and can't comprehend how such a judgment could possibly be made about them. But how about this? If you don't want to be called a racist, stop being a fucking racist. It really is that simple. Being Hispanic is a choice, whereas being racist is. And nobody has to tolerate her intolerance. But in retrospect, I bet that Karen wishes she didn't throw that racist hissy became infamous after that video blew up online and went viral, but because she's now facing legal repercussions as a direct result of her harassment. And in a
the Hatboro police, they saw the video that the employee racially fueled and profane remarks. She was charged via summons with ethnic intimidation and harassment. Enrique, what is that?
That is basically, so let me say this to be very clear. In America, you're allowed to argue with people. In America, you're allowed to call people names. And this, you have a First Amendment right to do so. And the statute does not attempt to say that people can't argue or people can't call each other names. You're allowed to do all those things. What you're not allowed to do is do that because of some. Someone a clown, you can call them a clown. If you want to call them a clown because of their color or their race or their religion, well, now it draws the line and says that's intimidating. So the fact that not what the behavior is. You're allowed to argue with people. You're allowed to express you don't like something. Or she could have looked up and been like, I don't like this, I don't like this because it's in Spanish. Yeah, she would have sounded like a bigot, but she could have got away with that. It's saying, I'm going to get you locked up. I'm going to make sure you get put out of business. And started doing all these things. And everything she was doing, being Hispanic, you're an immigrant, you deported. All of this is tied to his background, his ethnic. At that point, you cross the line, and now you're committing a crime.
Fuck around and find out. Now, we didn't see the whole exchange on video. She was apparently threatening them up until they started recording her, which is when she reframed her racism as a customer service issue and asked for her money back, so she wasn't supporting an immigrant business. She, of course, denied that she was racist to give herself plausible deniability, but I mean, if you threaten people when there are multiple witnesses and you threaten them, they're Hispanic and you don't like that, you're gonna be held accountable. I don't know what else to say. But again, these people feel entitled as if it's to warrant them calling the police or ICE on people who dare to inconvenience them by being brown in their presence. They are the lowest scum of the fucking earth, and these people, they deserve all of the ridicule that they're getting online, and I hope that they read every single comment, and I hope it hurts their feelings. But that brings us to our next story, where ICE kidnapped 9 employees at a car wash in Boston without giving them the chance to prove that they were here legally. And on November 7th, Zach Siegel, the president of College Republicans at Boston University, for the ICE raid. My request to detain these criminals. As someone who lives in the neighborhood, are being given away to those with no. Pump up the numbers. I've got to say, it's times like this when I wish that there was an afterlife, because there's a special place in hell for people. Because he doesn't want brown immigration that he to. You heard that right. He's British, and he chose to move to America, and now that he's here, he's demanding it because
is now claiming on social media
talked about how these jobs are being to explain where they're from.
Zach Siegel did not return our request for an interview or comment. The BU student Is an intern for Republican candidate for governor Brian Shortsleeve.
Statement from the car wash saying, quote, "At no point did this individual contact us, speak with management, or inquire about our employees' operations. Publicly labeling our workforce as criminals without any knowledge of who they are is reckless and distressing." It's really terrible, and I wonder what he thought the reaction would be. Very curious about that. Representing the 9 detainees. Several hearings on Monday. And in regards to the reaction to Siegel's comments, he said, quote, "If you don't agree with him, share your opinion. You may do so passionately, but never violently. That is un-American."
He wanted this attention, and in a way, I don't want to draw more attention to his behavior because a lot of people can agree that it was hateful and disgusting and shameful.
Now, the president of the university saying in a statement, quote, "We must affirm the dignity and worth of all people. Too often we fail to see one another's full humanity, overlooking the risk and unique gifts each person brings." Now, by the way, BU Student Newspaper here publishing a story on this on the front page. They reported that the campus Republicans were planning on hosting a speaking event with the director of immigration studies last night, but that event was canceled at the last minute when students made it clear that they would protest.
Yeah, turns out people are going to think you're a huge piece of shit if you brag about ruining people's lives. That lawyer's point, Zach really should lead by example. If he doesn't make that, why doesn't he resign from his position as the president of College Republicans? Why not give his internship to an American? He's working for that's a position that could be given to an American who's more deserving by his logic. Why not lead by example? Yeah, because he's a hypocrite. But now he's getting just a small that he spewed towards those is now being directed at him. Let me show you what the comment sections to those news reports. Someone needs to check on his visa. Student visas have pretty strict guidelines. He'd be violating them. I should actually be deporting Siegel. He, in fact, is stealing a scholarship from a U.S.-born citizen. Notice how he was described as a volunteer intern. Someone check and see if he's violating his student visa with a paying side job. He needs. Additionally, the New York Times reports hundreds of people have attacked Mr. Siegel online for his post on the Instagram page of the BU. Suggestly, Zach Siegel that there's been protests at his university in support of the immigrants whose lives were ruined by him, and students are also sharing flyers like this, warning others about the danger that he poses to them. And the backlash so severe that he actually responded to it by crying victim expectedly, writing on Twitter, "I love this country and everything I did came from that place. I'm an American born in Florida, raised abroad, and I chose to come back home because I believe in the opportunity and freedom this nation offers." Well, your college website says otherwise, so maybe you should show proof of citizenship yourself, asshole. He adds, "I reported suspicious activity, i.e. brown people existing, to law enforcement simple to protect my community and uphold the rule of law." And he goes on to claim that he received whose lives you tried to destroy would gladly trade places with you. I'm sure that they prefer people being mean to them online to being kidnapped. Online threats would probably feel a walk in the park after that. Now, this saga isn't over yet, and at the time that I record this video, the 9 immigrants have been released. The university is devolving into further political turmoil because of his behavior, so he unwittingly set off a firestorm at his college. And I will say I do take some satisfaction knowing that he knows that he is hated by everyone in his community and at his college and online. And I hope that he reads every single mean comment about himself, and I hope it hurts his feelings. Because this man is a piece of shit. He bragged about getting people deported because he wanted to be famous. And he got the fame he wanted, but he probably just didn't realize it was going to be a little bit more than he bargained for. Although, fortunately for him, he did get the approval of DHS, who called him a patriot, which he retweeted. So there's that. You know, he might have tried to ruin 9 people's lives, but at least Fascist Senpai noticed him, right? Hope it was worth it, fuckface. Just unbelievable here. But these kinds of racist, they exist everywhere, including in Canada. And that's where the next video takes place, where 3 men harassed an Indian Muslim couple and hurled slurs at them with their full chest, right on camera. And we're going to watch the video, and then I'm going to tell you what happened to these assholes afterwards.
Oh my God, what the fuck are you doing? You're only at one more car.
Hey, can you call 911, please? Yeah. Why did you approach like that? Because you're black. You banged my car. No, I didn't touch you. It's broken. Yeah, no. I got your license plate. I got your license plate. Hey, Big Nose, did I touch you? Answer my question, you fucking... You're in record. Did I answer? Live. Here from record. Live. You got a free phone, you fucking immigrant. You stupid travel. Embarrassing. This is your reminder that racists are also... And that's not a coincidence, by the way. And those dipshits fucked around and found out because local Canadian outlet Kawartha Now reports after the videos were posted, several people all three of the men who were in the white truck. The into the incident included viewing the videos. As a result of the investigation and following consultation with the Crown Attorney's Office, an 18-year-old man from the city of Kawartha Lakes was arrested and charged with uttering threats to cause court September 16th. According to a media release from Peterborough Police, there is no specific charge for hate crime in Canada that applies. However, the release states there is a hate crime element to this case, and that will be addressed as the case moves through the court process. Now, I couldn't find an update to the story, but hopefully he learned that there are consequences for racism, although if I had to guess, he's probably just like viewing himself as a victim now, who is being punished for standing up for his values or some shit. That being said, of Canadian racists are because non-Canadian racists, I like the start of a joke, but a neo-Nazi walked into him and he decided to sig heil in front of everyone and hurl slurs at the entire class. And I'm assuming that he thought and buckets and nobody in the class, but it did not go that way. In fact, the entire classroom, including the professor, chased his ass the fuck out and confronted him. Enjoy. Get the fuck out of here! Yo, they had a 30v1 me. Yeah. What? You keep teaching this degenerate nonsense? You keep teaching these kids degenerate nonsense? What? Yeah, degenerate nonsense. Degenerate nonsense. What? What? Yeah, all you guys. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! What did you expect? Hey! What you gonna do now, bro? What happened to calling the whole class retarded? What happened? Post-game interview. Post-game interview. How we feeling? Post-game interview, how we feeling?
All right, guys, I'm off to bed. Tomorrow at 9 hours, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. and we're going to Kyoto. Taking my Kyoto.